Hmm. What are some things we're going to talk about on the podcast? We're going to talk about all different kinds of things. I really wanted the podcast to be unscripted. So when we reached out to people to be on the podcast, we really made it clear that the best interviews and the best conversations comes from things being unscripted. If we tell you what the show is going to be about, we give you sort of an outline because we reached out to you for a certain reason. And I want to cover every aspect of the gay community and its allies and all of the things that concerns us. And we're not going to be just sugarcoating everything. I want people to be open and honest about the conversations that they really want to have. And I want them to be able to send a clear message of education and inspiration to others for the podcast. We're not going to be just trying to. Before, I used to be just very easygoing with the talk shows and all of that. And my agent, she kept telling me, you need to get right to the tough questions. Stop avoiding the tough questions because that's what people want to know. People want to know the truth. They want to know your real story and your real journey. And that's what I am going to tell everyone when I'm reaching out to them, because I reach out to certain people for certain reasons, because I think that that would make a good conversation or an interesting interview and something that my viewers might want to hear and can learn a lot from, because I think it's very important for us to be educational with my podcast, not just us on screaming and yelling about this person doesn't like this person or this group doesn't like this group. We already know that, but we want to know why, the underlying issues of why people can't get along, the issues that they have about doing certain things. And we want the facts, and that's what I'm looking for on my podcast. And we're going to talk very openly and very candidly, and hopefully it will educate others out there to understand us just a little bit better. And that is my goal for my podcast, That Girl from Orange County. Because as you guys know, I am from Orlando, Florida, but I live in Canada and this is my home. But I never forgot where I came from. So when they approached me about the podcast, they said, "What do you want to call it?" I said, "Well, I've been doing this. I like the idea of the oranges and those things." So I came up with That Girl from Orange County, and most people already know it's Stephanie Stevens, as I will be doing some promo and all different sort of mascot looks coming up to promote that podcast coming up in middle April, late April, when we have it all ironed out. And we're getting some amazing people. We're going to have some amazing people, even a few collabs, and you never know who might pop by my podcast. You just never know who. Well, anyway, I just want to say that is what the podcast is all about. So if you have a story and you feel compassionate and about it, and you want to share it with us so we can share it with our community and many other communities to educate and inspire, reach out to me. You guys are doing so amazing. I'm going to be honest. At first, I didn't think the Stephanie Show thing would work. Now that's working. It's working. We're full. The schedule's full. I'm still reaching out to different people for different conversations so we can inject new stuff as the news progress about everything. And yes, we're going to talk all about Florida, all the new laws, all the controversy going on around the world, all about the TikTok ban, all about Facebook. We're going to talk about everything that concerns our community and beyond. Because I've traveled the world and I've got a mind full of experience. So I want to share that with y'all. And I'm interesting. It's going to be interesting to meet so many different people because I reached out to different people from different parts of the world to do the podcast and the show, and they're all coming on board. I guess he was right. He said, you just keep talking. It'll work. You just keep going.